Top 10 Hollywood stars who were drunk all the time. Hollywood, the land of fame, fortune, and sometimes excess. For some of the most iconic stars of all time, alcohol was more than just a social indulgence, it became a way of life. Whether it was the pressure of the industry, personal demons, or simply a love for the party lifestyle, these stars found themselves entangled in the grip of alcohol. Some managed to function despite their addiction, while others succumbed to its tragic consequences. In today's video, we take a deep dive into top 10 Hollywood legends who were known for being intoxicated more often than not. Let's get started. 1. Frank Sinatra. The chairman of the board, Frank Sinatra, was more than just a talented singer and actor. He was also known for his legendary drinking habits. Whether it was a glass of Jack Daniels on stage or a late-night revelry with the Rat Pack, Sinatra lived a life filled with music, glamour, and liquor. He was rarely seen without a drink in his hand, and even when he was performing, he was often sipping whiskey between songs. Sinatra wasn't just a casual drinker, he indulged in excessive binges, often challenging friends and associates to drinking contests. His parties were infamous, filled with celebrities, music, and endless rounds of alcohol. But despite his heavy drinking, he managed to maintain his charm and professionalism. 2. Dean Martin. Sinatra's partner in crime, Dean Martin, carried the persona of a lovable drunk on stage. Many assumed it was all part of the act, but in reality, Martin rarely turned down a drink. His laid-back, smooth demeanor was enhanced by his fondness for alcohol, which he often had on hand during performances. Although he played the role of a happy-go-lucky, tipsy entertainer, Martin's drinking habits ran deeper. He was often seen with a whiskey glass in hand and was known to drink before and after performances. However, his excessive consumption was no secret among Hollywood insiders. 3. Richard Burton. With a booming voice and a commanding screen presence, Richard Burton became one of the most respected actors of his generation. However, behind the scenes, he battled severe alcohol addiction, which affected both his career and his turbulent marriage to Elizabeth Taylor. Burton was known to drink on set, sometimes polishing off an entire bottle of vodka before noon. His drinking led to health issues, damaged relationships, and erratic behavior. Even when doctors warned him that his alcohol consumption was life-threatening, he found it difficult to quit. 4. Elizabeth Taylor. Speaking of Elizabeth Taylor, the Hollywood beauty was no stranger to excess. Known for her many marriages and headline-making romances, Taylor's drinking escalated in her later years, leading her to seek treatment in rehab multiple times. Her battles with alcohol were often fueled by heartbreak and health struggles. While she was known for her elegance and grace on screen, behind the scenes, she relied on alcohol to cope with the pressures of fame. Despite multiple attempts at sobriety, she continued to struggle with addiction throughout her life. 5. Joan Crawford. Known for her glamorous career and strict discipline, Joan Crawford had a dark side. Her battles with alcohol became more apparent later in life, and rumors swirled that she was rarely seen without a drink in hand. Crawford was known to self-medicate with alcohol, which often led to violent outbursts and erratic behavior. 6. Cary Grant. Cary Grant had the image of the dashing leading man, but behind closed doors, he struggled with substance abuse. Though he later turned to therapy and LSD treatments, alcohol was a major factor in his life for years. While he managed to keep his drinking relatively private, those close to him knew that he had a tendency to overindulge. 7. Oliver Reed. British actor Oliver Reed was infamous for his hard-partying lifestyle. With a notorious reputation for drunken antics, Reed's drinking led to public altercations, damaged relationships, and ultimately contributed to his untimely death. He was rarely sober on set, often challenging co-stars and crew members to drinking contests. His outrageous drunken escapades became the stuff of Hollywood legend, but they also took a toll on his health and career. 8. Michael Landon. Michael Landon, the star of Little House on the Prairie and Bonanza, Michael Landon maintained a wholesome image on screen, becoming one of the most beloved television actors of his time. However, behind the scenes, he was known to indulge in alcohol heavily. His struggles with drinking were often linked to the immense pressure of maintaining a leading man persona while dealing with personal struggles. Landon also faced difficult health challenges, including pancreatic cancer, which led to introspection about his drinking habits later in life. His battle with alcohol was known among his colleagues, and though he continued to work, it was a part of his private demons. 9. Jan-Michael Vincent. Jan-Michael Vincent was one of the most promising television stars of the 1970s and 1980s. With his striking good looks, undeniable charm, and natural talent, he quickly became a fan favorite, best known for his leading role as Stringfellow Hawk in the action-packed TV series Airwolf. At the height of his career, Vincent was poised for superstardom, often compared to some of Hollywood's biggest leading men. In 1996, his life took a tragic turn when he was involved in a near-fatal car accident, which resulted in serious neck injuries and permanent damage. Once a symbol of youthful vitality and success, Vincent spent his final years battling financial ruin, deteriorating health, and faded fame. He passed away in 2019 at the age of 74, a cautionary tale of how addiction can strip away even the brightest of futures. 10. John Barrymore. John Barrymore, a member of the legendary Barrymore acting dynasty, was one of the most charismatic and influential actors of early Hollywood. With his mesmerizing screen presence and commanding performances in films such as Grand Hotel, 1932, and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 1920, he established himself as one of the greatest actors of his time. His deep, resonant voice and expressive acting style made him a force to be reckoned with both on stage and in film. However, Barrymore's immense talent was often overshadowed by his notorious drinking habits. He was known for his wild lifestyle, indulging in alcohol to excess, even in the early years of his career. However, his untimely death in 1942 at the age of 60 served as a sobering reminder of how alcohol could bring even the most talented actors to their knees. His story became a tragic symbol of old Hollywood excess, but his impact on the film industry remains undeniable. Hollywood has always been a land of glitz, glamour, and legendary talent. But behind the dazzling lights and the red carpets, many stars faced struggles that fame couldn't shield them from. For these actors, alcohol was more than just a vice. It became a battle that shaped their lives, careers, and legacies. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more stories from the golden age of cinema and beyond. Let us know in the comments which legendary actor's story surprised you the most.